All right, uh, here we are at Ask Alison. Today we're going to talk about some of the more classic investment mistakes. See if any of these fit with you. The first one, and probably the most fun one, is story stocks. Who hasn't gotten a great tip? Um, when I started in this business 40 years ago, that's all the currency we had was a great story. Now, story stocks have come around to mean things like meme stocks, etc. Stocks that may go up dramatically, but also may go down dramatically. Story stocks that we've been involved with before include things like Citigroup, as it went from 54 to 2. And the story was, will it exist again in 2 years? We've been involved with AIG and seen the erosion in that, which started quite a bit before, quite frankly, fraud was discovered. You can also be subject to analysis paralysis. Have you ever had that? Um, I am thrilled to work with my grandson Noah. Noah has had his bar mitzvah money since he was obviously 16 years old, and he's now 21. He suffers from analysis paralysis. Being in business school, he loves, I mean, absolutely loves to look at the good parts of a stock, to look at the fundamentals, to look at the technicals, but he just can't seem to pull the plug. And because of that, he's missed out on all sorts of opportunities. Don't let analysis paralysis set in around you. Another thing that I see frequently is people who come running in after having read stories from, shall we say, slightly irregular sources. For example, I'll have people call me up and ask me if it's true whether or not the vice president is closing down all the IRA accounts. And God knows where that sort of rumor comes from, but I will tell you, if you've ever played the game of telephone, you know how information can get transcribed until it's almost the opposite of where it started, even going through 5 or 6 people. So trust, but verify. The other thing that we're seeing a little bit more is confirmation bias. And I frankly have to think about this all the time because I do a lot of academic work. And once I've kind of come to my conclusion, although I think I'm open to more opinions, I do look for confirmation about my particular result or resolution on something. And that confirmation bias can lead you in the wrong direction. Probably the best piece of advice I ever got was knowing when to move on. All right, when to hold them, when to fold them. It really makes a lot of sense. Sometimes that dead in the water stock is not going to perform for you anytime in the near future or maybe your lifetime. Know when it's time to move on. Thanks.